Hi to IPO subscribers. Welcome to eaglelive.ai. Today, let us review main board IPO from Behari Law Engineering Limited. Here we go on IPO review. First, let us see the basic fundamentals of the company. So, this is the financial analysis of the company generated by AI-powered software. And as per the information given to the software, this company has been categorized as a healthy company. Let us see what are the financial strengths that made the company a healthy company. First, let us see health analysis in that solvency. Solvency ensures sustainability of the company. See, all the metrics are positive. Very good, no? Yes, very good. Coming to liquidity. Liquidity position is also very good. See, current ratio is 4.27 and quick ratio is 2.41. Wow. Liquidity is very strong. Coming to operational efficiency, inventory turnover is moderate and gross margin, of course, 48.64 is almost close to 50%. So this need not be considered as a negative, it is a positive, I should say. And receivable turnover is 6.13 and is also almost close to the required ratio, benchmark ratio of 7.8. Okay. So trade receivable and are very good and no financial irregularities. No financial irregularities. And EBITDA is at 101.33, EBIT is 88.07, PBT is 86.58 crores, PAT is 64.48, cash profit 77.74, EPS is 16.56, very good. EBITDA margin is 18.54, close to 20%, and net profit margin 12.1%, more than 10%. ROC is 27.11 and ROE is 23.6%, very good. Book value per share is 78 rupees. Very good. Coming to cash flows, and the cash flows from operating activities are positive of 27.54, but net cash flow is minus of 1.32 crores. It doesn't matter. So coming to market value, 285 is the cap price of IPO, and based on that price earning ratio, we are getting 17.21. Okay, it's in the benchmark of 25. And the price to book value is 3.63. It is a little bit higher. It should be less than 3. This is the only concern. And coming to growth indicators, only one is moderate, two are moderate, otherwise sustainable growth rate is a little bit 21.88. No problem. Good. So altogether, company is a healthy company. And this is the financial analysis of the company. Now let us go on IPO review. Here is the IPO review. Today we are analyzing Behari Law Engineering Limited, an integrated iron and steel engineering company with a focus on customized value-added steel products. Let us quickly understand the business IPO structure and most importantly, whether the valuation makes the IPO attractive for investors. Business overview. Behari Law Engineering operates across 4 major product segments. One is metal rolls, second is engineering casting, third is alloy steel products, fourth is forging products. So, why the business is interesting? Integrated manufacturing capabilities, focus on value-added engineering products, exposure to infrastructure and industrial capex, diversified end-use industries, established promoter experience in the steel industry. Very good. So, Crisil has highlighted the company's promoter experience, improving contribution from high value added products and healthy financial risk profile, key strength, while nothing is modest scale and large working capital requirement as areas to monitor. Good. IPO structure. Total IPO size is 301.62 crores. Fresh issue is 93 crores. Offer for sale is 208.62 crores. Price band is 271.285. Fresh issue, where is the money going? Let us see. And 208.62 crores offer for sale is at a higher side. So what is the company can use? Money company can use. The fresh capital is primarily intended for new machinery and equipment, expansion, upgradation of manufacturing facility, rooftop solar installation, and partial repayment of borrowings and general corporate purpose. Investor takeaway. The fresh issue is largely growth oriented, but investors should know that a significant portion of the IPO is an offer for sale, from which the company itself receives no proceeds. Yes. Valuation, the key investor check. At the IPO price, EPS 16.56, PE 17.12, 17.21. This looks reasonable for a specialized engineering and steel manufacturing company, provided the company can sustain strong earning growth. PB 3.63. This is the key valuation concern. For a capital-intensive manufacturing business, a PB of 3.63 leaves less margin of safety. Growth adjusted valuation. If the company achieves the assumed growth, projected PE will be 13.44, projected PB will be 3.02. Of course, almost close to the required ratio of 3. And this makes the valuation more attractive, but investors should remember projected growth is not guaranteed. The real test will be whether the growth translates into higher ROE, better capacity utilization, strong operating cash flows, and sustainable margins. Key risks. Investors should monitor working capital requirement, customer payment delays, competition and margin pressure, related party transactions, cost delays in statutory payments, cyclicality of the steel industry. Large OFS components. What does the company actually gain from the IPO? That is very, very, very important. IPO proceeds are 301.62 crores. Offer for sale is 208.62 crores. General corporate expenditure is 29.39. Funds used for business is only 63.61 crores. At a 21.12 assumed return of previous year or return on net worth, 63.61 crore could generate approximately 13.43 crores to the company. So, the net earnings, what the company can expect based on the previous return on net worth, against 301.62 IPO proceeds is 13.43 crores. How far the company can justify to the investors? Key question for subscribers. If approximately 69% of the IPO proceeds goes to existing shareholders through IFS, is the remaining fresh capital of 93 crore sufficient to justify the valuation and price being offered to new investors? Investors, question yourself. Market sentiment. What are investors signaling? Now let us look at the market sentiment. Behari Law Engineering is scheduled to open for subscription from August 12 to August 14 with a price band of 271 and 285. The broader Indian IPO market in 2026 has seen stronger participation from QABs and HNS, while retail investors have been relatively more cautious, partly because of market volatility and valuation concerns. The Behari Law Engineering, the IPO allocation is QAB up to 50%, NIA up to 15%, retail up to 35%. There are also early reports of positive grey market indication ahead of the issue. However, investors should remember that GMP is unofficial, can change rapidly, and should not be treated as a fundamental valuation indicator. Eagle eye view on sentiment. Market sentiment moderately positive. Why? Positive factors. Strong industrial capex theme, specialized engineering products, reasonable PE, positive early market interest. Caution factors, PB of 3.63, large OFS component, working capital intensity, governance related party monitoring. Therefore, market sentiment is positive but not strong enough. Ignore valuation fundamental risks. Eagle eye view, investor health, eagle eye view, investor health set. Business positive, growth potential positive, financial profile healthy, valuation reasonable but not cheap, governance monitor, overall positive with caution. Final investor view. So, is Behari Law Engineering IPO attractive? The company has good industrial positioning, exposure to India's infrastructure and capex cycle, and growing focus on value-added steel products. At 17.21 PE, the valuation appears reasonable. However, the 3.63 PB valuation is the key concern, particularly for capital-intensive manufacturing business. The IPO also has a substantial OFS component, while working capital and related party transaction need monitoring. Therefore, our view is positive with caution. Good business, growth opportunity, a reasonable PE, but valuation is not deeply discounted. For long-term investors, the IPO can be considered if they are comfortable with the execution and valuation risks. For conservative investors, waiting for post-listing performance and better margin of safety may be preferable. This is the eagle eye view. Analyze beyond the numbers. As always, investment decision should be based on your own financial goals and risk tolerance. Thank you for watching. And if you found the analysis useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected for more detailed IPO and stock market research. Thank you very much for watching.